Hello everyone, we're JChip and Cubes, and this is BRAINFLASH! Yeah, you didn't think Phase 2 could get any crazier, right? You thought that was all the new stuff we had. You're wrong!
You're wrong.
We're here to bring you things in a flash.
Welcome to BRAINFLASH, the little bite-sized episode of BrainWatch. Remember the first 3 episodes of BrainWatch where it was one topic for each episode, and they were like 20 to 40 minutes? Yeah, basically that.
Yeah.
Yes, one topic. Breaking news, as it were. Think of it as that. Breaking news here at BrainWatched. We're going to be talking about the Game Awards.
Woo! Gamers rise up for one time of the year out of their chairs.
And then they fall back, and then they go back to sleep.
For real though, the Game Awards lasted so fucking long. And most of it was Christopher Judge's speech.
But to be fair, it was a really good speech. All right, what do you guys want to talk about with the Game Awards?
So the first award that I want to talk about first was Best Adaptation, because that was a very new award presented in this year's Game Awards.
Which is, Best Adaptation means like a medium outside of video games based on a video game. So the nominees were Arcane, League of Legends, Cyberpunk Edge Runners, The Cuphead Show, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, and Uncharted. No Halo TV show, though.
Well, that's because it was pretty bad.
Yeah, it didn't even deserve it.
It didn't even deserve a fucking nomination. It was pretty bad.
Yeah.
And also it was on some fucking streaming service that like no one gives a shit about. So
Yeah.
The reason I want to talk about this is because there's 2 very big ones that I wanted to actually win. It was either going to be Cyberpunk or Sonic 2. I really wanted Sonic 2 to win for being a really fucking good sequel, and also for the Sonic movie just being good. And Cyberpunk Edge Runners because it revived a dead game. And also, it's made by Trigger, and also, it's an anime. So, seeing an anime win a fucking game award would be amazing.
That would have been cool. The only one of these I saw was the Cuphead Show. And while the Cuphead Show is really good and really funny, it was not going to win.
No, it was not going to win against Sonic or Arcane or Cyberpunk. But I understand why Arcane won. I still haven't seen it myself, and I probably never will because I don't give a single shit about League of Legends. And
Am I the only one who's actually seen it then?
For God, I'm not one of those people that can be like, oh, just separate the show from its source material. Like, no, I can't do that.
I honestly have no idea about the source material. I don't play League of Legends. I just like the animation style, so I watched it, and it's a good show. And guess what? Unlike Cyberpunk, it didn't give me the urge to go and play League of Legends.
Good.
So I guess the show doesn't give a shit about League of Legends either.
It was a show that separated itself from its source material. Even though Tom Holland did really good in Uncharted, it was not going to win. I'm sorry. It was just a boring-ass film, not going to lie.
And you'll still wonder why I'm still hesitant whenever a video game movie is still announced. They're still mostly bad.
Yeah, but Cyberpunk and Sonic 2 and Arcane are really good examples of video game adaptations. And I don't think this award is gonna be around every year because there's not gonna be video game media every year.
That's a good point. I didn't think of that.
It's probably gonna be like a every other year sort of thing.
I mean, what are we getting next year? Mortal Kombat 2?
Wait,
Mario
they're making
movie.
another one?
That's about it.
Oh yeah, Mario movie. I forgot.
By the way, had a really good clip shown at the Game Awards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
it wasn't just a typical trailer. It was actually like a full-length clip. And it showed off quite a bit of Mario's character going into it. Still pretty acted bad, but it is his best showing so far.
So I do want to say that the second trailer for the Mario movie came out the day we posted the podcast about the first teaser.
I wanted to
really
talk
mad about that.
I wanted to talk about that. I wanted to talk about this tweet that I made on the day, we released Brainwatched that included talking about the first Mario movie trailer and Death Note. And it just so happened that on that day that we released that, the second Mario movie trailer dropped, and the Japanese voice for Mario is Light Yagami.
Yeah.
What are the fucking odds, dude? Let's go.
Let's go.
It seems to be just me personally, but I was really disappointed with that second Mario movie trailer, and it made me a lot less excited for the movie. But this brought me back. This clip, this looks great. When he said, "Oh, these bricks are just floating here," that's like the best Chris Pratt has.
That's
has
the most
sounded
emotion
as Mario.
I've heard.
Exactly. Like the second trailer, I'm not gonna talk about the second trailer much, but I do want to say, like, the second trailer has made me go from like complete like whatever indifference to Chris Pratt as Mario. That second trailer made me go, I fucking hate Chris Pratt as Mario. He's awful.
Yeah.
That "let's go" at the beginning of the trailer, just hearing white ass Chris Pratt give the most fake and forced "let's go" I've ever heard in my life.
It made me want to watch the Japanese version of it instead. Also, fucking in the Japanese dub of the movie, it's gonna be fucking All Might.
All Might?
From fucking My Hero Academia.
Oh, God.
So it's fucking stellar cast, dude.
But anyway, this clip, I really like this clip. What I love most about this clip is the music.
Yeah, like there's music from the games in it.
It sounds so good. It's such a good remix of the original as like background music. It sounds so fucking good.
That's saying something for Zay because he's never played a Mario game.
I've played Mario 2 on the Game Boy.
Oh my God.
But yeah, no.
Get that man Odyssey.
Get that man 3D Land.
So the music with the background, how they remix the NES Super Mario Bros. Theme, the dun 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 dun, they remix that into the background. I really like. I love the music. However, I do have one concern with the movie, and I feel like I really don't want to be too negative about this new movie because I feel like I've been way too negative for someone who's actually looking forward to it. But I do have a concern for this movie, and I feel like it's a pretty, like, understandable one. As much as I love how they remix the Super Mario Bros. Theme into the background music of this clip, I really, really hope it isn't overused in the movie.
Yeah.
I hope it doesn't become the Two Sun theme from Star Wars in the sequel trilogy, where they take the and just shove it into every single scene, where by halfway through the movie you're just sick of hearing it.
But also, I appreciate fanfare music over just some generic pop music that they want to promote in the movie.
Yeah, I'm glad they haven't used any sort of pop song to advertise the movie.
Yeah. But speaking of Nintendo, let's talk about another award that was won by Nintendo. Was The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, also known as Breath of the Wild 2, won Most Anticipated Game. And
I can agree with that. Honestly, like, that is one of my favorite bits about some game advertisements or, like, how they do marketing, is they leave so much for people to question, and then it's... people are breaking down trailers, trying to find little details, thinking, like, making theories. I love going online and actually watching people's breakdowns more than I like the advertising. I just love seeing people pick apart the minute details of everything.
You see, Cube, I don't know if you watched the episode of BrainWatch where we talked about Spider-Man No Way Home, but I used to like watching trailer breakdowns until I got spoiled on the entire movie.
jeez.
Yeah, but I also find, too, is, like, as much as, like, I try to avoid spoilers for movies, like, I still find that if you go in there, like, with ideas and, like, knowledge of what will happen, it kind of almost makes the movie experience a little better in a sense, because you're not so focused on little moments. Like, you're expecting them to come, sure, but it's not like the big driving point. You can enjoy the rest of the movie.
I can see that. I will say though, I'm really surprised it beat Resident Evil 4. I thought for sure that would win the most anticipated.
I mean, I'm not that anticipated for it, to be honest.
I'm not that big of a Resident Evil fan, but I'm also not the biggest Zelda fan, but I am anticipating Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild 2. So,
what were the other nominations for that
Final
category?
Fantasy 16 and Starfield were the other two.
Okay.
Yeah, which, fair. Final Fantasy has its rampant fans, which they won a few awards. I didn't put any notes down for them, but like they won like 3 awards, and the fans rejoice. They didn't win the super big ones, but like they won some pretty notable ones, and ones that are like more community oriented, because Final Fantasy community is actually pretty fucking cool. So props to them. Props to Final Fantasy fans. Speaking of a massive multiplayer game, the award for best multiplayer game, the nominees were Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, which is fair. Multiverses, it just doesn't have that much of a community behind it yet.
It has SpongeBob, though.
That's the wrong one.
Does not have it? What's the fighting game that has SpongeBob?
Smash Brothers.
Oh my god.
Smash Bros.
It's Nick All-Stars, which was last year's game. Yeah.
Yeah,
But Multiverses, while a good game and decent fighting game, which it did win best fighting game. I'll put that note. That it just doesn't have that big of a community behind it yet. It's not like Smash level of community for it to like win an award like that. But also, you were not gonna beat Overwatch or Splatoon. So, best multiplayer game was won by Splatoon 3, which I'm very happy about. I gave my thoughts in the Splatoon 3 review in the last Brainwatched. So,
yep.
I'm really happy for it. And it really deserves it. Splatoon just keeps on fucking winning at every game awards that it's in. Do you guys want to give your thoughts, or just have me keep going down the list?
Crash Bandicoot got a new game announced. I love Crash Bandicoot. I'm not gonna buy it because I'm not supporting Activision Blizzard anymore until they fix their shit.
Also, I'm not too into the dodgeball thing. I'm not into that genre.
Fuck you if you cheered for Diablo 4 when it came up. Fuck Activision.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really infuriating how like
I don't know the drama.
it's
linked with the fucking Activision Blizzard shit.
They're a massive scumbag company and everybody knows it. It was huge news just a year ago, and it's like, remember in the last episode when we talked about Cyberpunk where I said gamers hold grudges and it's hard for a game to come back after having a terrible launch? I don't know what the fuck I was talking about. Clearly gamers don't hold any grudges because y'all shit on Activision Blizzard so much and boycotted them and said, yeah, rights for the employees. Y'all were like cheering for Activision's downfall, but as soon as they announce a new game like Diablo 4, you're just running to your computer to pre-order it.
Yeah. Same with Overwatch 2. Everyone forgot about the fucking Blizzard shit when it came out. Either they choose to live in ignorance, or they are just hypocrites. So
Yeah,
or they just have no idea what's going on.
Yeah. But
like me. But I also didn't cheer because I don't know I don't play Diablo.
It's not my type of game. Another one that Splatoon honestly should have won was best family game.
Kirby won though.
Yeah, but
I know you love Kirby.
Yes, but Splatoon.
There's too many squids, not enough kids.
I do want to say though, I'd put this down that 4 of the 5 nominees in Best Family Game are Nintendo titles, with one of them technically being on the Switch as a cross-platform game. So technically all 5. So I just think that's hilarious.
Yeah, but if you've been watching the Game Awards for the past couple years, the Best Family Game category, it's always just all Nintendo.
Because Nintendo is the family console.
Yeah, Nintendo Switch is for babies. The PS4, that's where men play.
PS4, try the PS5.
Even though we have Bayonetta. Yeah, Kirby, I do want to note that I am happy that it won because it Kirby and the Forgotten Land is the Kirby title that I recommend to anyone who wants to get into Kirby or anyone that wants to play a game like Mario Odyssey, because it is a mix between the two. And that's why I think it won deservedly, because it is one of the most welcoming games. It is such a good game. The other one I wanted to talk about after that, which I mentioned Bayonetta. Bayonetta won Best Action Game. Bayonetta 3 won Best Action Game.
Interesting.
Which the only one it had a real competition with was Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. But let's be for real, Bayonetta trumps that.
Yeah. Also, it's getting a spin-off, a weird, different kind of spin-off.
Yeah. So one of the games announced was a prequel for Bayonetta, but it's done by a different company and it's done in a different style that it's like storybook, and it's so weird, but it's so interesting. I know fucking Nintels is foaming at the mouth for it. Honestly, props. Bayonetta has been super good. Bayonetta 3 is really good. Nintendo gave Bayonetta life support. So
yeah, basically.
I'm really happy for that. And I have 2 notes for this. This next one. Best mobile game and player's choice / voice, whatever. Best mobile game was between Apex Legends Mobile. I don't understand that because Apex Legends is better played on a PC. Diablo Immortal, again, just play Diablo on a console. Genshin Impact, Marvel Snap, and Tower of Fantasy. Marvel Snap winning is definitely one of those moments where I think the company paid off the awards, because there's no fucking way it beat Genshin. Legitimately. Marvel Snap is not a memorable title. It's a fucking cash grab, dude. 400
Marvel mobile games? I don't even know which one that is.
Exactly! Marvel Snap is literally a Marvel, card collecting, gacha. And you could say the same thing about Genshin, but Genshin actually has story and amazing visuals, dude. Did it deserve to win player's voice, though? No!
Is that I can't imagine that's a new category.
It's not. It's not.
Does Genshin win every year?
Player's voice is a fucking
Pretty
joke
much.
every year, dude. It's basically a popularity contest. Just a popularity contest.
And we know how popular Genshin is.
We know how fucking eccentric the Genshin community is.
Yeah. Yes, sir. I have friends who are really, 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 really into Genshin.
For better or worse. I just want to say, the two that people thought would win were Sonic and Genshin, and the fact that Genshin won and both sides decided to be fucking assholes about it kind of makes me upset, because usually the Sonic community is actually pretty tame, but there was a lot that were being fucking assholes about it. And then Genshin, they just like to brag about everything. Sonic Frontiers is a really fucking good game. It deserved to win, and I'm kind of pissed that it didn't. But
I completely agree with you, because Sonic fans, they kind of deserved this win.
We don't get jack shit.
I genuinely feel like I'm genuinely super happy for Sonic fans. They finally got a good fucking Sonic game after decades of getting kicked in the dick every fucking 2 or 3 years.
And we're getting free DLC coming out. That was announced just before the Game Awards that there's a string of free DLC coming out soon. But yeah, that one just really irked me. But Player's Choice is a fucking mess every year. It doesn't matter.
But I think we need to start talking about like the really big awards.
Yeah, let's talk about the big 3 games now, because that's my list now. Is the 3 games that got the big awards. First one I want to talk about is Stray, which I already gave my thoughts in a review in Cryptcast. Stray was in the running for Game of the Year. It did not win. We will talk about that later on who won. But it did win Best Debut Indie and Best Indie.
That's cheating, man. It just got the same award twice.
Yeah. And I'm surprised they even got into the Game of the Year section too.
It is always nice. It is always nice when an indie game gets a Game of the Year nomination. Especially last year when, for the first time ever, a indie game won Game of the Year.
Yeah. And even though it didn't win, and it probably was never going to win Game of the Year, I think it would have been hilarious if it did, because all of these big titles would have lost to just some cat. They lost to a cat. And also the devs are so wholesome. They're so nice. I was really happy that I won the awards that I did. Next one on my list is God of War Ragnarok. The one everyone thought would sweep the entire awards.
Yeah.
The Dad Simulator.
Dad Simulator.
2022. Boy.
Which first one I want to talk about is Christopher Judge. He won Best Performance for Kratos, which Best Performance being, for the voice actors and stuff. Very good win. And also, he gave an amazing speech. It was really long, but it was so passionate that I just didn't care.
Yeah, same.
But at the same time, I was like, Chris, I love you, but please stop.
Just shut up. Well, the thing I found funny too is afterwards, I guess Chris wanted to sell a couple more Steam Decks. I guess every minute they were selling a Steam Deck, so I was like, yes, keep talking.
But he had an amazing speech, and there's actually a quote from that speech that I really like.
I know what you're gonna say.
If I can find it. Well, first off, I want to say that he got presented out by fucking Al Pacino. He got brought out by
I felt like Al Pacino was... He's showing his age. I was like, I can't read the teleprompter. And he's slowly talking. I just imagine the guy who's running the teleprompter was like, just enlarge it! Get it bigger! It was painful watching. It was like, Al, just get off the stage. This reminds me of a time when I was playing in a movie. I imagined him just doing that, and all the showrunners just get the fuck off the stage.
What I did like, though, is that, he's one of those mainstream actors that, does respect this medium and loves voice actors. He doesn't play games himself, but he respects the medium, and I respect that. And he's open-minded to it. And he has such high respect for voice actors, and that warms my heart. But this line by Christopher Judge is, hire me, but don't be a douchebag. That's just the perfect line that, if you're ever approached by a director, have that mentality, because you do not want to sell yourself short. You do not want to be abused. You do not want to be mistreated. know your worth and just be there as a hire and work your ass off and make sure they are not a douchebag, because at that point, just leave and you are a valuable asset as an actor. I say that.
Well said.
I say that as a voice actor myself.
Well said. I did think you were going to say the quote, Eric Williams is a motherfucking beast.
That too. Like, that just made me look into Eric Williams more, and I'm like, wow, this guy's actually not that bad. Like, I didn't know Eric Williams too much as a project director, but like the fact that like so many people were behind him and Ragnarok won awards for that category for direction shows that Eric Williams is actually doing a fucking beast job.
God of War won so many fucking awards.
Let's go down the list. The awards that God of War Ragnarok won altogether were Best Action Adventure Game, which is really fucking weird because Best Action went to Bayonetta.
But this one had adventure.
And it also won Innovation and Accessibility. So, like, one that's really good for, really good for, like, people of disability. And I'm like, really? God of War?
Yeah, I don't really get that one either.
Yeah, like, I understand if it does like have certain features that are like really good for that, but like, really? Anyways, props to them, I guess, for having that. Best audio design, best score and music, and best narrative were also God of War Ragnarok. Fair. God of War Ragnarok has a really good story. I really loved the speech that the presenter had for best narrative, because it just really drives home that games can be awful, but if they have a really fucking good story, gamers are gonna stick around for it. You know?
That's true. That's true.
But then the last one I have on here is the big boy, Elden Ring.
Elden Ring, yes, game of the year, boy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Game of the fucking year. Everyone thought it was gonna be between God of War and Elden Ring, and a lot of people wanted God of War to win, but Elden Ring pulled it off for game of the year, and that's amazing, and deservedly so. Elden Ring has not only been one of the highest selling games, but it's also the most challenging and best game from Software, which is saying something because Demon Souls exists.
Oh yeah, speaking of From Software, man, it's just so much happened this Game Awards. New Armored Core game, that was a surprise.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, Armored Core is like the game series From Software was known for before they just entirely focused on Soulsborne games. So, I'm sure the huge, humongous success of Elden Ring helped that game finally get realized.
Yeah, From Software was like, yeah, we're kind of running out of ideas for Soulsborne games. We've done Japan, we've done medieval times, we've done medieval times, we've done medieval times, we've done medieval times. We did London at one point.
London medieval times.
For real though, they just keep going back to fucking medieval times, and like, please stop.
We get it already.
We get it. It's a fucking fantasy game. Please stop.
Stop with this now. Also, poor Horizon Forbidden West. Not only did it come out like the same week as Elden Ring and just got completely buried by that game, but it got nominated for so many awards this year and won none of them.
Yeah, it was even in the running for best performance, and the actress did so fucking well, but going up against Christopher Judge, oh, I'm sorry.
I fucking love Ashley Birch so much. She deserves an award for every performance she gives.
It's so fucking sad too. I haven't played it personally, but it looks amazing, dude. Oh, but by the way, the other awards that Elden Ring won were Best RPG, Best Art Direction, Best Game Direction, and Game of the Year.
It definitely deserved Best Art Direction. That game's goddamn beautiful.
Yeah. I'm not super into like Soulsborne games, but like I've thought about picking up Elden Ring at some point to challenge myself.
So, super happy Elden Ring won. I said it would win in the podcast earlier this year, and I was right. I never doubted you, Elden Ring. Even when God of War was sweeping the entire award show, I believed. We're running out of time. Rapid fire stuff that got announced. Death Stranding 2.
Yes!
The first Death Stranding, wasn't it just like
a walking simulator?
Delivery simulator.
Pretty much, but it was a good game.
And it's still Kojima, he's still got that Kojima weirdness that we all love.
Yeah.
Got that Kojima flair.
There's a fucking BioShock spiritual successor.
Yeah, that looks fucking cool.
Judas looks amazing, dude. That makes me super happy as a BioShock fan.
Yeah, so I just want to say, like, I love watching E3 and, like, the Game Awards and all that stuff, just because I like watching awesome trailers. Like, I know everybody, so I don't even play video games that much. I just like, because, like, I know everybody else is just like, this isn't a thing I recognize, who cares? But I'm just like, I just like watching cool trailers, even if I'm not going to play the game. All the trailers that we saw in the Game Awards, all 3 hours of trailers, all of them look awesome.
Yeah. And also, just like God of War won Game of the Year this year, the game that won Game of the Year last year, Hades, is getting a fucking sequel. And it looks amazing, dude.
Among Us is getting a hide and seek mode, which really it angers me because, like, it's just new map, please. Make a new map. The airship came out a year and a half ago, and you spent all this time just adding modes that you're like hide and seek. We do that already. You can just do that really easily with your friends on Discord. Like, make a new map.
Now you can do it with people who are not your friends.
And also, we've already done Among Us Hide and Seek. Go check out that video. It was actually really fun.
Star Wars Jedi Survivor. I hear it was really good, but fuck EA.
Yeah.
And, Ghostbusters VR, I guess, because it looks like a much funner version of Phasmophobia. Party Animals looks like a more fun version of Gang Beast.
Yeah, I thought that game was already out,
to be honest,
but I guess not.
Yeah, Last of Us on PC, that's a notable one.
I'm sorry, PS5. You just can't get any exclusives.
Nope. The whole reason I got a PlayStation was for the exclusives. Now I feel like I'm being pimped off.
Suicide Squad had a really good trailer.
Rip Kevin
Good memoriam for Kevin Conroy as well.
Yeah, his last fucking role. Goddamn.
I am glad he's gonna be part of it though.
Yeah.
Like, I'm still gonna be kind of cried when I'm beating Batman.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I didn't think of it like that, damn it.
Jesus Christ.
Great. Now we're gonna beat the man who died.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
God damn it.
I hope they, like, change the plot so that, like, he becomes unbrainwashed and then helps the Suicide Squad, because that'd be sweet.
Yeah. A Dune game?
Yeah, I my ears perked up when the trailer they said the spice, and I was like, oh shit, this is Dune.
Oh shit, it's Dune.
I had a similar thing when the Death Stranding 2 trailer came up, is like, I had no idea, I had a feeling the way they were presenting is like, oh, it's going to be a Kojima game. So I'm waiting to see all this wacky Kojima thing, and then I just heard the beginning of BB's theme, like just the first 3 notes, and my ears perked up. Is like, wait, is this like Death Stranding DLC? And then it's like gets weirder and weirder. It's like, this feels like it's a little more to be DLC, and then it was like DS2. I nearly knocked over my couch.
Celeste creators are making a new game. That's awesome. Celeste is amazing.
Tekken 8 looks fucking amazing. I fucking nutted. My eyes fucking nutted when I saw Tekken 8.
Is
that just a weird way of saying you cried? I nutted from my eyes.
Blue Protocol? Just another anime game?
Yeah. It's blue, and it's a protocol.
It does look interesting, but it's under Amazon Games, so fuck that.
Yeah.
And Bezos ain't getting my money.
Bezos, you get nothing.
Nothing.
Also,
there was a game with fucking Danny Trejo and Chuck Norris and Vanilla Ice.
Yes.
That's not real, right? That's a fake trailer they snuck in as a joke.
No.
I think that's real.
That's a very
and I
much
wanna
real
play it.
game that they only are hyping up because of the fucking amazing cast that they have for it. Because, like, dude, first off, you have Danny fucking Trejo Machete over here.
Yeah. I kind of lost it when I saw Chuck Norris.
And then you have fucking Vanilla Ice, who I thought was irrelevant like 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And then you have fucking Chuck Norris? What?
I hope Chuck Norris plays a lot like One Punch Man. Where it's like he's the one character that is invincible and will kill everything in one hit.
But yeah, I fucking was like, what the fuck when I saw that cast. Reggie was there.
I love Reggie.
Oh yeah, Reggie's probably a murderer.
Oh yeah, when someone was doing a speech, they're like, one of you in the crowd is a murderer. And it just pans to Reggie.
It's funny, I was sitting there, I was like, oh, just imagine if it pans to Reggie, and then, it's Reggie!
Also, Idris Elba was in the game, right?
Oh yeah, Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's in the new DLC, right?
Yeah.
I love the orchestra, and that guy on the flute was incredible.
Guy on the
Yeah,
flute
every
went
time it
fucking
cut back
hard.
to him, he was just like on another flute. I was like, wait, how many flutes does this guy have? Let's just think we're gonna cut back to him. He's got a giant trombone.
Yeah. That's about it.
I'd like to dedicate this to my Reformed Orthodox Rabbi Bill Clinton.
Shut the fuck up. I'm glad that kid got arrested. Fucking dumbass.
Yeah, next year they'll get Bill Clinton to announce Game of the Year.
That would be amazing.
But anyways, that wraps up the Game Awards. Genshin's gonna win again next year.
Genshin will be nominated again.
It's gonna win Best Ongoing this time.
Yeah. Best game of the year.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's everything. Well,
All right.
thank you all for joining us for the first episode of Brain Flash. There will be many more to come because, oh my god, there's just too much news going around at all times.
Too much news.
Too much.
Too much. We're overworked
Too
here at
much.
Brainwatched. So yeah, thank you all for watching, and we'll see you for the full episode of Brainwatched coming probably in January.
Whenever.
Maybe end of December. We'll see. But for now,
July.
see you in July. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Let's go.
He's gonna be fine.